Welcome to Simply Nerdy. I'm your host, Steven, and I'm joined today by my good friend, Andrew.
Hello.
We are here to talk about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and our impressions of the game and what we think about it so far. I'll just let Andrew take it away. He's our Pokemon guru.
The Pokemon guru.
I personally...
if you could call me that. No.
I had the game pre-ordered. Pokemon, I guess we're starting with me. Pokemon Pikachu, I pre-ordered it. I had the Pokeball pre-ordered too because... we didn't not on this show, but I was actually really good, and I predicted that with this new Pokemon game, they'd have an amiibo Pokeball.
The amiibo, yeah.
You remember that?
I do remember that. Yeah.
We didn't have it recorded, but where you trade Pokemon that way, right?
You put a Pokemon on the amiibo, it was like the old Wii remotes. You used to be able to save data to it. So like with the Animal Crossing, you could put your character on there, or with I remember Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii, you could put your whole team on the Wiimote, and so then you could take it to a friend's house and you had your whole team there. But I mean, it was cooler to bring your DS. But
and I'm just getting into Pokemon, so I didn't really play
way back when.
That sounds nice though.
Yeah, I've been there since day one. I remember saving up for the magazine when Red and Blue was first coming out. They had all these secrets leaked from Japan, and it was something special they had. So I've been there since day one, along for the ride. So I'm excited, and I have Pokemon Eevee, Let's Go Eevee, pre-ordered. I got that one. Not the Pokeball, though.
Like I said, I had it pre-ordered until I realized that my priorities didn't line up with what I wanted, because the Pro Controller for the Super Smash Bros. Came out.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't have enough money for both. So I was I want the Super Smash. I'll get the Pokeball later.
What?
But
do we know what it does? It unlocks Mew,
It
right?
unlocks Mew.
Oh, that's...
What do you think about that? Because I want it, not just because it comes with Mew, but I hope you can catch Mew outside
in another way.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things, I'm all for the event Pokemon where you gotta go to GameStop, you gotta go to Toys R Us, rest in peace, to go get your Pokemon. But to pay that money just for it, that's I don't know. I kind of draw a line there.
And that's a lot of money for Mew, $50.
$50, yeah, that was
I couldn't justify it. It only has two buttons, right? It only has a beat button and a select button. And an analog stick.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I couldn't justify it either.
That's still
it's still cool.
It is still cool.
We'll see how.
That's really cool because I said it would be an amiibo. I mean, yeah, but it turned out to be a controller, which is 10 times cooler.
Yeah.
No.
No,
I mean, you can't trade Pokemon.
You can't trade Pokemon.
But you can put any Pokemon you catch in the game into it and walk around with it. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. It's like the old.
As long as the rewards are good. I don't know what they haven't. Really
I don't know what the rewards are.
Said what the rewards were, but it's a really cool concept.
It's like the Pokewalker. Did you ever? Yeah, that one. I actually had to dig it out because I have to take steps for work, and I don't have I don't have the app on my phone. But the Pokewalker, you save the Pokemon to it, and then it would find rare candies and other fun items for you
without having to run the game.
Without having to run the game, yeah. It was just it would stay on your person and the steps you'd take.
That's so nice. Oh man. See, and I wanted to get one, but then I found out that this Pokeball does that too.
Yeah.
It does both. It works for both games. So I was like, that justifies the purchase a little bit more.
I guess so.
That's nice.
I always forget about Pokemon Go, the app.
You don't play anymore?
I don't play. I
still play.
My phone's too old. I had to...
No way.
I had to make space. Yeah, I got a 6-year-old phone. It's still kicking.
It's time to upgrade.
I know it is.
Upgrade. No, not upgrade. I don't know what I just said.
But... but Mewtwo's in it. We know that. I don't know if you saw that trailer came out. And that they went through and they showed that it was basically the first generation Pokemon, and then they show you can catch all the legendaries, and then Mewtwo. So he's in there still, and he'll have a cool part. That's just. But
as long as you can catch him.
As long as you can catch him, which. I'm wondering if it's going to be like Pokemon Go, where the encounters are that solely random, or if it's going to be like the console games where you can save in front of Mewtwo and then you can drain 3-4 battery lives just trying to catch Mewtwo again and again until you actually get him. So I don't know if they've revealed anything like that. If it's
they probably won't.
Probably won't. But I was just thinking about that too. Like they show it's the first 150. You can get the Alola ones, but
from Pokemon Go, right?
From Pokemon Go, right? Yep. But I'm hoping that it's like those not Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but Fire Red and Leaf Green, where they kind of touted it as that, where it's just this first generation, and then after you beat the game, it's like, oh, by the way, we snuck in this bit more, the Sevi Islands, all that, and you can catch all the Pokemon. Well, not all of them, but a lot more of them. And so I'm hoping that that's something they implement too in the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. That yes, it's that first 150, and yes, there's that nostalgia, and you can catch Mewtwo, and then I'm hoping that it also just opens the door so you can get all the Pokemon, because that's one thing I want all my Pokemon on. I've got like a set.
Well, it looks good, right?
Like
the HD graphics looks good, and I don't blame you.
That's. I was thinking about that actually yesterday. I beat Pokemon Moon. I'm so proud of myself. It was the last one of the games I beat him.
Wait, you just barely beat it, or you beat Ultra Moon?
I beat Ultra Moon forever ago, and then I decided to beat Moon because I bought it, but I hadn't played it yet. So I beat it in like a 3-day period. And as I was playing, my siblings were playing the old GameCube Animal Crossing on the TV, and I thought, I saw them playing that. I thought, I can't wait to play Pokemon on the TV, because
that's something we've never done, right?
Never done.
This is the first time. I mean,
they had the GameCube
minus
ones, those were their own fun little spin-off. But this is something else. This is gonna be fun. It's, it's like I have the Game Boy player on the GameCube, so you could stick your Game Boy cartridges in there and you could play it on the TV. But this is made for TV. Yeah, it's not the same thing. As much as I love that pixel graphic, this is
this is
HD.
Oh, I guess this isn't my first entry in the Pokemon mainline series, but I never really got to play Pokemon Yellow or Red or Fire or Blue or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I got into Pokemon when I was like 8 when the anime came out and the Pokemon cards started popping up, and it was popping up everywhere and everyone was getting into it. I wasn't allowed to watch the TV show because, I don't know, my mom. And then I wasn't allowed to get the cards either, and I wasn't allowed to play the games, and my mom didn't like video games anyway. So I didn't get the Game Boy. I couldn't play the game. I couldn't do the cards or watch the TV show, but I did it behind my mom's back anyway.
that was me too at first. We weren't allowed. We had a neighbor who said it was Satanism, and then my mom watched like 2 episodes with us. She's like, yeah, that neighbor's crazy. This is good. You can...
That's great.
Yeah. So, that was...
I think we tried that. It didn't work for me, but I'm glad it worked for you. Yeah, that's great.
That worked for me. That was... then I got my brother and I got a Game Boy for Christmas, and it was like...
Oh, did you both get the different versions of the game? Did you not understand what that was at the time? Or what?
We did... Well... My dad was under the impression that the Game Boy came with games on it, so he was mad when he found out it didn't have... the back cover showed, previews for different games, and he thought Pokemon was just bundled in with it, and it wasn't. So, but I actually got it, a month and a half later for my birthday, and then my brother saved up, and he got it a couple months after I did, and then from there we just had all the games and went and caught them all. So
much fun.
I was lucky that way.
Yeah, you were.
I love, especially the red and blue version, those original games. I can play that in my sleep, and
right, yeah.
And so I'm so excited to see how this story is, how it compares to red and blue, but also yellow, just those originals, and how it actually plays out. Because this one looks like it's going to take more the yellow version route, where it's...
That's what they said, right?
Closer to the anime and based on that. And they had Team Rocket in the Mewtwo trailer.
Yeah, and that made me so happy. All the characters and all the Pokemon that I'm really familiar with. Because I didn't follow Pokemon all the way till now. I played... Well, I'm familiar with the original 151 because that's when the anime,
Yeah.
And I love that and all the cards and stuff. And that was my only exposure. And then I kind of dropped off the planet because all the generations came out. And I was just...
too much.
I wasn't there for any of that. I jumped back into X, kind of. I'm like, how many Pokemon are there now? I'm so confused. And then I played Pokemon Sun. Mm-hmm. I got that and tried that out just to see how the main core Pokemon games were. And, but now that we're going back to the 151, it's going back to the original story. Maybe not original story completely, but...
pretty much, though.
Go all the way back to Pokemon Yellow, the first game I didn't even get to play. I'm really excited.
Oh, I bet.
And Pikachu is also my favorite, so I'm getting Pokemon... Let's Go Pikachu. And I'm pumped. Andrew's the Pokemon guru. I'm the kind of old newbie. I don't know what I am. I'm like a tweener.
You know what's been going on, but not
I'm getting back into it.
You're not an expert.
Because I'm not under my parents' house anymore.
You've got some freedom.
I've got some freedom now. I actually get my daughter into Pokemon. I'm training her right.
Oh yeah,
training her right. She can already say Pikachu. She's only 3. She can do it.
She can do it.
We're watching it together for the first time.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, that's awesome. That's.
I've seen some of the episodes every now and then because I'd sneak it, but
that's.
Anyway.
Well, man, if you ever need, I got every episode, every movie on DVD.
There you go, perfect.
So yeah, that's. I mean, I'm just. What can I say? At first I wasn't too on board with the whole Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, the different concept, but I haven't been following.
Can you be specific? Which concepts do you?
Just I was the whole Pokemon Go. I wasn't.
Like
I was
catching, like
the catching that different catching method. The way that I couldn't just lay in my bed and idly push buttons and
yeah
sleepwalk through. And I was scared that it was going to be like Pokemon Go, where it's. You only get the Pokeballs by going to the Pokestops, or you can drop some cold hard cash on it. But it looks like it's going to be more in line with, I don't know, what I'm used to as a core Pokemon game, but also integrating Pokemon Go in a way that makes it fun with dropping the worst. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's, I don't know. At first, I wasn't sold on that fact. It's going to be Pokemon Go. It's the graphics. I was hoping it was going to take more of that line of Sun Moon, where it was getting more lifelike, not, but still cartoonish, but fun. But this is more of just like a real fun cartoon, kind of like X and Y were, and so that kind of almost chibi style.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's really grown on me. I think at first I was just looking for reasons to be upset, but now as I look at the little clips and things that come out, I'm sold. I pre-ordered it.
Perfect.
So yeah. I don't know. I really, it's grown on me, and I'm really excited for it. So I don't.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah. And so, one thing I was wondering about. I don't know if you know anything about the Pokemon Bank on the 3DS.
Kind of.
So you can.
It's on the 3DS. You can.
Yeah, but it's tied to your Nintendo account, and so across the Nintendo account, you can just dump all your Pokemon into one big storage box. And so I don't know if they have anything yet on if that's going to be part of Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, if that'll allow you to dump all your Pokemon there and then you can send it to your other games, or how that'll work. Yeah, so
same. They kind of kept us in the dark on that.
They have. Yeah.
They haven't said anything as far as I know.
No, I haven't heard anything either. That's and you know what else? Speaking of mystery, is that new Pokemon Melton.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that guy? That little metal ditto with the hex nut head?
Yeah.
So
we haven't seen anything about him though, right? Other than he looks cute.
He looks cute. And they had the little video where it was like the two professors going back and forth like, oh, it's a new Pokemon.
Look at this.
It takes the shape of Ditto, and you can get it in Pokemon Go only if you connect it with the Switch. That's the one thing. So it's available on the phone, on the mobile version. For once it's connected with
hour or something, or half hour or something like that. You can find him.
So yeah,
something like that.
He shows up in a little.
Exactly what it is.
I don't know. Yeah, so, but he's completely new. There weren't any data miners who found him in any of the Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon when they introduced a few new Pokemon for those games. So he's completely new for the.
Does that mean he's in the original 152?
What
is this?
152 is Chikorita. Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing too.
Right? Yeah.
See, I'm a loser. I don't know nothing.
Number 152 is Chikorita, the first Pokemon from the second generation.
Okay. Well, what is this then?
I know. So that's.
Is he the first Pokemon of the next generation or something?
He could be, because they have done this before. Like with Generation 3, they had Pokemon Dash. That was probably the most excited and most let down I've ever been for any video game in my life. But it was the tail end of Generation 3, and they had Munchlax, and they might have had another Generation 4 Pokemon in there. But they got all my hopes up that, it's Generation 4, and then the game it was a terrible racing game with bad controls. But they introduced Munchlax. Same with Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. The last GameCube one, they had Munchlax and Bonsly, who were both Generation 4. So they had these Pokemon in the games that weren't, they were in them, but you couldn't really catch them. You could interact with them and then they turned out to be in the next generation. So
are you going to be able to catch Meltan then in Pokemon Let's Go?
That's what I don't know. If you can catch him and he counts,
or is it just in Go you can catch him?
I don't. Have they revealed it?
No, I don't think
we're
so.
Not like looking like fools on this. Like, oh yeah, they've said.
Let us know in the
about
comments if we're wrong.
Yeah, let us know. I'm curious to find out. There's someone out there. Someone knows. There's always someone out there who knows. But I don't know. I think it's them teasing for the next generation, and which is going to be on the Switch, and they promise is going to be a return to the more serious. I think they called it graphics like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and they said it's going to be a good story, well worth the wait. And if there's one company that hasn't let me down besides Pokemon Dash, it's the Pokemon Company.
Yeah, it's true.
Trust in them.
Yep. What about so you mentioned the catching. I was going to go back and talk about that because that's what I was going to talk about. Because I was kind of disappointed when they first showed Pokemon Let's Go, and they showed that you don't battle the Pokemon at all.
Yeah, you just
before you catch it, because that's something I did like. Not a core Pokemon person at all, mind you. I was playing Sun and Pokemon X a tiny bit. A little bit of X. I like Sun a lot more. But trying to catch Pokemon in there, I really liked it. It was really strategic. And if you hurt the Pokemon too much, you couldn't catch it. And I loved, it just, it made it maybe easier to catch. Maybe not easier to catch, but you at least knew if you were going to catch it or not. It's not as much as luck.
You had more control over it. Yeah, because, and in Pokemon Sun and Moon, I bred a Pokemon Breloom specifically so that I could catch wild Pokemon. I gave it Spore, Stun Spore, and False Swipe, so you put them to sleep and you get them guaranteed to 1 HP so that they're easy to catch.
Yeah.
And with just the luck of the draw, throw the Pokeball, hope you hit it in the right zero. I don't know.
That's not something I really like anyway in Go to begin with.
No.
So that's something I really wish they... it's fine. They could keep the Pokeball throw, because that's cool.
That's fun, yeah.
That's cool. Let's just battle the thing first.
To make it more
to make it weaker, and then throw the Pokeball like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I would have done it.
Have they? Do you know if they've said anything? It's absolutely not any battles, or is it just?
I think it's
you can battle, right?
Yeah, you do battle. You battle other trainers and and gym leaders. I think that's
gym leaders. Yeah, so I saw they showed all the gym leaders. Do you know if that's more like the battles in Pokemon Go, or is that going to be closer to the core series game where it's like the 4 moves, turn based, classic RPG style, or is it going to be the Pokemon Go?
It's the more hardcore. It's the 4 moves.
The 4 moves. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
you haven't seen that yet?
No.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I've followed it loosely here and there, mostly because I check some of these Pokemon sites every now and then just to make sure I'm caught up on what's coming out and what events are going on too, and what tournaments, whatnot, if I want to take place, But I haven't really. I've kind of wanted to stay a little bit in the dark with Pokemon Let's Go just so that it's a fun surprise.
Right.
Because
I don't blame you. I'm doing the same.
Yeah.
Minus how the game plays. That I'll watch.
Funny.
But if it's in the first 10 minutes or 10-minute demo of blah, 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 then I try to stay away of spoilers.
So you'd mentioned if they did a 10-minute demo, I don't know.
Maybe not a 10-minute demo.
But
it was on...
did they do... Because I know with the last core Pokemon games, they've released a demo that if you play it through, it's just a quick little one, and they have bonuses if you play it every day for a week, then it gives you a different cool thing from each day that sends on to the new game. So
no way.
So with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, or maybe it was just Sun and Moon, you played it, and then it gave you a nugget and then some other item, and then it gave you actually a Pokemon at the end, a Greninja, which he's one of the coolest Pokemon. And so I don't know if they haven't announced anything like that, have they?
They haven't.
They had a little.
I looked
tech demo.
Because I saw the video. It was a GameXPlain video.
Okay.
It said 10-minute demo. Let's go Pikachu.
Oh, and, wait. Is that what they did in Seattle and other
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, expos.
Yeah, okay. I think so. But plug in for the video. But I didn't watch it because, like you said, I like to be surprised too, and I don't want to see too much. Yeah. I just want to see how the game looks, how it plays, a tiny bit, in one little area maybe, just see how I like how you can see the Pokemon where they are now.
Yep, that's fun.
Playing the core games and walking in grass for 5 hours trying to catch the Pokemon I want is annoying. And I've traded with you several times because I couldn't find a Pikachu in Pokemon Sun. I was like, dude, can you just send me a Pikachu? I'll send you this Rattata.
Oh, yeah.
But that's really nice for me. But other than that, I try not to look at anything. So I didn't watch it.
Same. But I did see, didn't they... Maybe I'm mistaken. I think I don't know if you've ever been on the website Cerebi.net. They are like the go-to for Pokemon anything. So I check there usually every other day or maybe, a couple times a week. And I think they said something like they're updating Pokemon Go. They're adding the 4th generation Pokemon. And I think there was something they were making tweaks to the way the stats are to make it more in line with the game. Maybe I'm mistaken. I didn't read
with the new game next year?
Or no, with Pokemon Go, so it's more conformed with the core game.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I think I heard that too.
In preparation for the release of Let's Go Pokemon. So I think it's all it's probably going to come together, all the little pieces, and it's all going to make sense right before the release.
I am confused about the combat power. So.
Me too. I never really understood how it worked on.
Me neither. It's too
Pokemon
confusing.
Go.
Just give me a level. That's all I need.
I only battled in one gym on that game, and I was in Moscow, and there was a place called Old Soviet Gym, and I thought, I got it. If there's one gym I'm ever going to battle in this whole game, I'm going to battle the Old Soviet Gym. And so I have a screenshot on my phone of, you conquered the Old Soviet Gym, and it was like, yes!
That's awesome.
But, so I have no idea how the battles really work in that game. I thought it was fun
yeah.
Because I'm one of these collector guys, so
yeah, me too. That's what I was doing. I haven't really done any raids. I've done maybe 2 raids. And I've mostly collected. That's the fun part for me.
Yep, collecting.
And the battling in Pokemon Go, I'm not a fan of either. To say the least. So overall, you're pretty excited then about... that's my Zelda. So overall, you're pretty excited then.
Overall, I'm super excited. I'm trying not to be distracted because it comes out the day before I take a big test. The LSAT, so I'm trying not to get too excited.
It comes out the day before.
Yes, it comes out the day before, so I'm trying to stay focused in study mindset. But man. That's another reason too why I played Pokemon Moon. I was supposed to be studying, and I was and putting everything off. I remembered I hadn't beat that game, so to say the least, I am stoked for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu. I'm real excited to see how it all works out. Those beautiful graphics. That's the first time they showed that, I was like, okay, I'm in. It's like I said earlier, that art style has really, really grown on me. It's like Zelda Wind Waker. At first, I thought that game looked so dumb, but now that is like my favorite looking game because I love those polished cartoon like that. I don't know. There's a special place in my heart for that just gets excited. Like yes. It takes you back to a good time.
It does.
So I am excited. I'm real excited to see what trainers have what battle kind of not sprites because it's all 3D. They're models to see if they're updated and how they're updated, or if they're going to be closer to the old original Ken Sugimori art where it's on the old watercolor Pokemon cards. I don't know. I'm excited, and I'm gonna let it be just an exciting surprise. And of course, I'll be looking here and there. Just the curiosity is gonna get the best of me for a lot of things. I know that, but I'm super excited.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know that not just people like me, that kind of dropped off the casual Pokemon players, not excited by ourselves, but some core Pokemon fans are excited about this too. And that's good to hear because
core fans who got turned off at first come around as it's been developing the last few months. I've been seeing that too.
They're saying it's not as easy as they thought, or it's not as hand-holdy as they thought. That's not even a word, but I made it up. But you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean, and I'm also excited for the 2-player. Have you seen that?
Yes,
with the double critical catch, whatever.
That sounds so nice because I could play with my daughter. We can play the game together.
Oh yeah.
It's for sure. Nice. And if she doesn't know what she's doing, that's fine.
It's fine because you're in charge, and she'll be having a blast.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
even though I heard it kind of makes the game, a little bit easier, but Who cares?
It's for fun. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
It's like
first time it's happened. Do you think they'll do that in the next game? Probably not in the core.
Probably not.
I doubt it. But there's got to be some online. I don't know.
I'm sure they'll implement it again in some other fun Pokemon game, and I'm hopeful too that this brings back like fun Pokemon spin-offs again. The DS had some really fun ones, and then they kind of pittered out where they weren't. So
yeah.
The spin-offs, but like I don't know if this does well and they can do like a Pokemon Ranger Go. I'm not gonna lie, Pokemon Ranger was like I love that game, and it got lukewarm reviews, but I played it 100% of everything on it, and that was fun. So if they did like a Ranger Go or something, I don't know, just kept the fun spin-offs going. If they can keep it fun and good, I'm on board. So
sweet. I don't know what that is, but I believe
that's
you.
my 2 bits. Ranger was like
I don't know. I never played it.
Ranger was the whole premise was like you were like a park ranger and you would catch and help other wild Pokemon, but you didn't have Pokeballs. You had like a little spinner, and you took the DS and you had to make loops around them. So there were some levels that were really frustrating. There was I think it was Celebi, and he would have these thorns, and it would break your line, and you had HP for your line. And anyway, but that was fun, and that I don't know if they could implement.
Screen? I bet you scratched your screen.
I had a screen. I popped my screen protector off because I was getting so into it, and the screen protector came flying off, and I had to just close the DS, take a break for a second. Okay, this is getting intense, but.
Dude.
Anyway, long story short.
It sounds like Guitar Hero, man.
Oh, yeah, Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero on my DS.
Oh, my gosh.
I gave it to my sister that I play. I did not have a screen protector. And she was like... I could just hear it going. I was like...
It was like the old... This is a tangent. The old DS demos they used to have at like Walmart and Target. Yeah. They didn't have screen protectors on them. And the touchscreen was like... There was like a worn away circle. Yeah. Yep. It wouldn't even work. Anyway...
Sorry.
Yeah, no, where did we go? Yeah, that's right. I hope that this does well and that they can take what works and implement it more, because that's...
I agree. I wouldn't mind being
a fun premise.
I wouldn't mind being a new Pokemon entry person, I wouldn't mind them doing the Pokemon Let's Go for 2nd generation or 3rd generation.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And keep going with that, because I missed out on all that. And I'd like to catch it up.
Yeah, go back and... Let's go.
And maybe just,
Pikachu,
just integrate what worked good with this first one and bring it over, try some new things. Take it over. But then again, what you said, that would be going against what you said, I guess, about bringing in all the Pokemon in this game. I guess that wouldn't work if they did that. But
I'm sure they can figure out a way to make it work. They're really good. That's one thing I actually did notice in playing. I beat Pokemon Ultra Moon a few months ago, and then... like I said recently, I just beat Moon, and that jump of how much they improved in that one game within like the same generation. I'm sure if they did a Let's Go Pikachu 2, for the Gold Silver 2nd generation, that they would take and improve everything, because they know it works, and they actually do listen to the fans.
They do a good job.
I don't know if you've ever seen the clip from the head of the Pokemon company. He says, "Yep, we listen to everything you say, and we laugh at the ridiculous stuff." He's like, the people who want this and that. He's like, we laugh at you when we print it out, when we read it out loud in the office. But so they do listen. They
That's fun.
They are aware. So I'm sure this game is going to be way fun. I'm sure they've got what works from the core series and Go. I'm excited to see how it works, because
perfect. Me
put
too.
my faith in them. It'll be good.
Yeah. So let's just enjoy the game. Yep. It's going to be awesome. Comes out a month from today.
Yep.
At least today,
November 16th.
That we're recording.
Yep.
And we're all excited.
Oh, yeah.
But thank you so much, Andrew, for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, Steve. It's been great.
Talking Pokemon with me. I don't know, we were kind of all over the place. But we're talking about Pokemon in general and the game and how, it's just going to be awesome. Yeah. And I'm excited.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Thank you so much for listening. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. See ya.
Bye.